weather update here for the next couple of days and the all important Mother's Day for tomorrow. If you look outside today, it's very nice. Blue skies. You probably heard a lot about the rain supposedly coming tomorrow. If you look here, you can see Florida is nice and clear right now. But if you look over into the Gulf of Mexico, you'll see a big blob over here. And that's what they're talking about that's moving this way for tomorrow and the early parts of Monday. So if you put this into motion, you can see it just kind of gathering itself up over there. It's starting to fire up. It looks like the majority of the rain is probably going to end up being down in South Florida, extreme South Florida. As you can see, this is kind of like blobbing up right here, but it looks like it's going to be moving towards this way. And obviously, you still got all this part up in here too that's moving over here, but a lot of it may be a lot of cloudiness, some light to moderate rain, and like I said, it looks like the majority of the heaviest rain is going to be into the Keys and South Florida, very extreme South Florida. But regardless, it's still going to be a cloudy, probably a lot of drizzly rain, maybe some embedded heavier rain in the mix. We'll just kind of have to see how it plays out, but it obviously will not look anything like it is outside today. A lot of this is not scheduled to roll in until a little bit later in the day. If I go back here and show you the radar estimate for tomorrow, let's see here. Hope everybody's enjoying their day here today. It's very nice outside. You go to forecast models, and then I'll scroll on down. Actually, let's kind of zoom in some. We'll go to the southeast U.S. map. And this is, if you look up here at the top, right in here, you'll see this is around, this map here is from about 6 o'clock this evening. And then if I start putting it in motion here, and then look around that date and time that I just pointed out, but if I start moving this forward, you can see right down in here, it's kind of like gathering up. It's a little low pressure hooked onto a cold front that trying to form into something, but it's a little lopsided. And it is early in the hurricane season, but this is kind of like what happens early on in the hurricane seasons is little systems try to attach themselves to the end of the cold fronts that sweep down, and they try to form a little low pressure, which if you look down in here, you can see that little low forming there, and then the rain's off to the north of it. But then if I put this more into motion here, you can see it as it inches its way closer and closer to South Florida. And then this is Sunday around noon. So you can see, the majority of the state here is not looking too bad. And here it's still pretty clear. Not clear, but it's going to be cloudy. But it's not really a lot of rain around, some scattered rain. And then you can see down here in the Keys, it's a lot worse. Maybe down in South Dade County. And then if we go forward a little bit more, that's around 6 o'clock tomorrow. So obviously a lot more rain around tomorrow evening all over the state. A lot of cloudiness, some rainy. It looks like a rainy evening tomorrow. And then let's clear this, and we keep moving forwards here. So that's around 6 o'clock in the evening tomorrow. And then you can see it really gets fired up just to the south of Florida around midnight. And then by Monday morning, there's still some lingering showers just off the coast and down in the Keys. It's still raining. And then the rest of Monday, it just starts to clear out. As you can see, the peninsula is pretty dry. And then watch what happens towards later in the week. That same front that sweeps down, and then that little low pressure that hooks onto the end of the front starts to back up. If you look at Wednesday, down here at the bottom, you can still see that old front just lingering around with you can see the showers down here. And if you keep putting it in motion, you can watch as we move into Thursday. This is late Wednesday, and then Thursday, you can see it just lifting back up from the south. And then if you look over here, you can see something going on right over here. It looks like maybe a little low trying to form just off the Atlantic coast of Florida. And then we keep going forwards, and Thursday is looking like a pretty rainy day on the east coast next Thursday of Florida. And then it gets even more intense later in the evening Thursday. And then you can really see something trying to spin up right in here in the Bahamas. Maybe a little tropical low. So then if we move forwards a little more, you can still see it brewing right across the coast there by Friday morning. Then it starts lifting up, still rainy on the east, at least on the east coast of Florida. And then it starts to get a little bit more intense as it's lifting north. And then you can see the low pressure there forming, and then it just kind of lifts off. So rain tomorrow, and then generally clear skies late Monday into Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, it looks like the rain comes back. So there's a quick forecast for you. We'll see how it plays out.